Hey guys, day one, shop is now open for business. So today is the first day. Everything's pretty much set up. I've got some oddball things to do here and there, but I'm going to start going back through and start working on shit today. And just so you know, I posted some pictures on Instagram that the shop was done and ready to go. And I immediately got like 10 to 15 emails. Hey, is my knife ready yet? Okay. If you guys haven't been paying attention, I haven't got any work done probably in a month, just because of the holidays, moving. I pretty much had to move by myself. I did get my dad to help me, but other than that, it was pretty much all me, setting up everything, moving everything. I moved my house, you know, where my living space as well, so all of that. So it's just, you know, the nature of the beast. So things are behind, and I know I'm behind. So that's the whole point of having this shop, was to gain some efficiencies so that I can work long hours and bust some shit out. That's what 2016 is going to be. 2016 is going to be getting caught up on all my old orders, making current, you know, the SK23s, SK45s, SK69s, and then hopefully by the end of the year coming out with some new product. But you guys got to give me time to do that. I'm still a one-man shop, and I can only get so much done in one day. So just please be patient with me. I'm obviously not in this to just take your money and run. You know, we're way past that point. So just bear with me, and who knows, maybe I'll get some help this summer, and we can really kick some ass. But we'll see. So I want to give you a real quick shop tour before I trash the place. Yeah, let's get at it. All right, so this back wall back here is pretty much got some I still need to get storage for like chemicals and stuff. I haven't got that far yet. But electronic stuff, carbonizers, etching station, rechargeable drill bits, anodizer, all my anodizing stuff. And then just a little pegboard to post stuff, inspirational stuff, new stuff, old stuff, that kind of deal. Then I got a man door back here. Then this little table, pretty much you've got material storage here and here. Then my bandsaw to cut stuff. Sorry guys. Scroll saw. This is kind of Kydex area. So I'm not going to be making sheaths. I might make, or I will be making sheaths. I don't plan on making holsters. I might make a couple for myself, but other than that, and I have a bunch of holsters that have been coming in from different companies that I'm going to be doing reviews on. You know, I got my Glock 42 that I love to death. Well, I haven't found a holster that I love to death, so I got some holsters from different companies, and we're going to do a review on that and see how that's going to go. Anyhow, so then the next thing here behind me, sorry for swinging you around, this is a Cerakote station. So got all my materials and stuff here, little hangers for the guns for when they've got stuff in them, oven, drying racks. I got two different heights there, so I can dry small stuff or I can dry big long stuff. Part of my family, business with a co-owner is CD Archery, so we design archery equipment, and I'm planning on doing a CD Archery Smock knives collaboration riser. I'm going to do a battle-worn Cerakote on it, so I needed to make sure that I have something that I can hang a 25-inch riser from. Plus, who knows, maybe my AR will get done at some point. And then some SK10s. I plan on working on those this week. As you guys know, obviously I'm behind on current orders, but I also have got to pay current bills. So I'm going to have to do some things this month to get, make money for bills. It's just the way it is. I can't, if I worked on everything that was already prepaid for, I'd be getting it evicted next month. So we can't do that. So I've got on the table for this month these SK10s, and I'm going to do some hearts, Damasteel, and Timascus for Valentine's Day for next month. So by the end of the month, I want to have these and those done. That way I can pay for my bills for the month, and the rest of the time can be worked on your guys' orders. But like I said, gotta pay for the bills. And unless you guys, any of you guys that put down deposits on SK 10s, you want to do an investor payment, I might consider still doing the $100 discount, which I was doing 2015. Just maybe this month and maybe next month. So if any of you guys were considering that and still want that $100 off, let me know. Just because of the fact that, you know, with this took way longer than I thought. The move I was planning on a week. Well, it took me 3. So I haven't made any money in 3 weeks, which is bad. So if anybody wants to do an investor payment to help me out, to keep me going, I would greatly appreciate it. But you don't have to. It's completely optional, of course. The next thing is just 4x8 for little stuff, you know, buffing wheels, 1x30, which is actually what I do the lock faces on for the SK23s, vices, wicked edge. There's Dremels on the other side. And sorry if the sound of this changes. I'm using my phone and I'm holding it, and every time I switch hands, because I can't hold my hand up for 15 minutes, one hand at a time, one hand covers up the microphone more than the other one does. Just beware. Grinding station. Got my 2x72 that flips vertical horizontal. I've had that forever. I made this little table here. This is going to be for a horizontal grinder once I get it, but in the meantime I'm using it for storage for tools and parts and jigs and all that kind of stuff. Then I still have my 2x72 belt storage that I had at the other house. I just attached that on there for now. I want to get some kind of curtain that will go around this and dust collection system hooked up to this to keep the dust down in the rest of this in the rest of the room. Haven't quite figured that one out yet, but we're working on it. Some garbage over here, don't mind that. It's all gonna get gone at the next garbage day, which is tomorrow. This is kind of my shipping and receiving area. So this is kind of receiving. I know it's funny to say it, but I just worked in manufacturing for so long. I think of everything as departments and have what you need where you need it, that kind of thing. It's just have it. So at any rate, stuff comes in, it comes in here, and it just gets on here, and there's going to be different levels. Hey, like this just came in, this came in last week if I hadn't got to it yet. This is stuff that's on hold that's been waiting to get done, blah, 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 you know, that kind of shit. And then over here we'll have like boxes ready to go, storage for things, whatever. You know what I mean. And I just got my little wall there that's got stuff that I need on it. There's some titanium drops. Got a clock there so I know what freaking time it is. I do have 2 baseboard electric heaters in here to keep me warm. I also have a propane big wall one, which isn't hooked up yet because I don't have the propane line ran to the heater yet, which kind of sucks. This is the assembly area. Nothing fancy, just a lot of storage. I planned the height out in here to fit these storage bins. This top on here is a drawer liner, just a white drawer liner. I like it. It does show dirt, but it also shows little screws and stuff. And when it's wore out, you just peel it off and replace it instead of having to spend the time to paint the whole table and everything. So just oddball storage. I did get one of these magnifying lights here, which is good. This area definitely needs more lighting. There's going to be another light that goes above this. I just haven't got that far yet. Then storage for little tiny things. This isn't exactly how I had this planned. I still want to be able to put all my screws and stuff in little slots this way, but I don't have time to build all that. So I just went and bought these. These are at Walmart. They come in different sizes, and you can tear them apart and make them, you know, 1 level, 2 level, 10 level, whatever. It doesn't really matter. And then on the sides here, I just put 1 screw here and 1 screw on the other side so they don't go nowhere. And then like each one has got, this has got all bits. So this has got Torx bits that I use that are my best ones, and then below it have ones that I've used in the past and bought in the past. Sometimes the sizings are all off, so I don't get rid of them, even if they're not the best, because they might fit an oddball screw off an oddball knife that my good ones don't fit. It happens. So I keep all that stuff. Then got my air compressor. It's the big sucker. I had to run a 220 line to it. Hey, and if anybody wants to send me decals to fill that thing up with decals, shoot me let me know somehow or another, and you guys can ship me some decals. That would be cool. If you don't, that's fine. I just figured I'd ask. Then I got my 2 blasting cabinets. Definitely want to upgrade both of these to those barrel blaster cabinets, but just haven't got that far yet. Because they do leak, and I've even sealed them and they still freaking leak. They're not my favorite. They're Harbor Freight, you know, what do you expect? But at some point or another I want to have 2 or 3, because I use different types of media depending on what I'm doing. The back side of this table, I got a little light booth here that I'm still working on, and all of my photo stuff here. So I've got a better camera. I've had this light booth, but I've never used it because I never had room to use it. So hopefully I can start taking better pictures and better videos. I just haven't got that far yet, but now I have a specific spot for it. I need to get some kind of cover to cover that up though. More storage. This is all little parts and pieces. Obviously some pistol stuff going on here. Yeah, you guys are, well, if I know you, you're more than welcome to stop by. I don't give out my, you know, I don't want random people stopping by. I do have security on the premises, and I don't mean like an armed guard, but I've got security stuff, cameras, plus I'm always armed, so make sure if you're stopping by, you announce yourself. But at any rate, so screws, that type of thing. Here are all little parts and pieces. SK23, special blades. So all this stuff needs built, and it's all gonna get built soon, hopefully. And then the next one back here, just some tool cabinet storage crap. I need to get better ones of those. More storage, mainly screws, bolts, nuts, that kind of oddball stuff that isn't necessarily knife specific, but that just needs done. Or just needs a place to go, I should say. Then I got a couple of little arbor presses here for different things, making pocket clips and whatnot. And I got my little Tapmatic station here, which is run off of a foot pedal. So I use a foot pedal to turn it on and off. That way I don't have to let go of the part or the handle if it jams or whatever. And I've got 2 set up, 2 Tapmatics. One's for 256, one's for 440. That way they're always set up. I don't got to mess with them. And then I got this little block here. It's got a hole where it's plugged at the bottom. I can fill it with Tapmatic solution and then just put it into place and just dip the tap in the Tapmatic solution tap. It works. Works really good actually. Then I've got I like these Harbor Freight, or these Win drill presses. I get them from Harbor Freight. Usually as cheaper than the or not, Home Depot, sorry. I get them from Home Depot. They're not the Harbor Freight ones. But then I usually upgrade them and put better handles on them and put keyless chucks on them. But the tables and everything are way better, more solid than a Harbor Freight one, and they're the same price. And then I've even gone through and put bigger pulleys on the top to slow the speed down for drilling titanium. Kind of a pain in the butt, but it turns out perfect once it's all said and done. And then more storage of stuff. This is all, I have one of these for drill bits and one of these for end mills. And each one is in its space. So number 46, number 44, number 43. And then as I'm using one, I'll pull the drawer out and I'll leave the drawer out. That way if I'm using a couple of bits, then I know exactly where they go back to. That's how I do that. And then just the jet drill press. I highly recommend that big drill press if you want a big drill press. I really do like my jet. I've had it for a while. And then my 704 mill looks puny in the space, but it is what it is. Hopefully, my goal is to have a Tormach CNC, the 440, I just need for something to drill holes in countertop and countersink. I don't need it to do anything other than that. And then I also want a CNC lathe as well, so I can make my own pivots and my own screws and all that kind of stuff. But we're not to that point yet. But I do have a manual lathe, so I can make some stuff, which I do like this little guy. Grizzly 768. And then some jams, you know, bows, chart. So that is pretty much the shop. I'm going to be swinging you around. I do apologize. That's the shop, guys. Thank you all for all your support in 2015. It made me get to this point. All of this was in a small one-car garage. And you guys wonder why I was having issues. So yeah, so I moved my personal stuff by myself, and I moved my shop. So lots of life changes in the last month. Hopefully this will be for the better. I wasn't able to get as many work hours in a day as I wanted to. I didn't have the space. It just wasn't good. So we're in a better space now. I can work all day long. I don't have a life. My life is now working on knives for you guys. So if you feel like sending me an email because you've been waiting longer than expected and you're pissed, I do apologize. But seriously, my life is now dedicated to getting you your knife. So don't take that for granted, because I could be doing a lot of other things. But I do appreciate all the support and the help, and hopefully 2016 will be a great year. I do have my table for blade. I think it's 22D, which is actually in a horrible spot. I'm all the way at the last row. I'm like, man, really? But at any rate, I'm there. I got my own table. I'm hoping to go to Vegas and New York this year as well. We'll see. Those are not as high priority to me as blade is. And I'm hoping to take, as many knives as I can take to blade. It might only be 10 or 15, but at least it's better than nothing. So that's it, guys. Thanks a lot, and there will be videos coming up, but there'll be probably few and far between, because I got to get caught up. I got to get stuff done, and yeah, greatly appreciate the help, and I'll talk to you guys later.